You can follow all the trends. You can try to make amends. It's a means to an end. But just lost Brett's friends. Wretched friend. Wretched friend. But you can try to make love. Cha cha cha.
All right, let's do this. All right. Welcome, cheers to 2024. I hope you're all well. This is the end of the year recap extravaganza, end of the year special for Brett's and Friends. So I'm Brett Woods. I'm an artist by trade. You can buy my artwork anywhere, everywhere. You can find it here. You can get a hold of me on the socials. Brett Woods22 on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, and all that stuff. You can probably find me. Also, brettwoods.com is my website. I'm going to wake up here in a second. I had to kind of get myself in the zone. So, a little rusty right this second. It's been a crazy year. Been a crazy last couple months. But we're here. We're doing it. Here. Just got to find my lighter. Oh, there it is. So, 2024 recap. Oh, brettwoods.com, buy my art. I'm an artist. I'm a filmmaker for hire. I have a few film projects that I'm doing. If you want to be a part of it, get a hold of me. And I guess we'll start this thing. So what I was going to basically do, I didn't add up who's the most watched or whatever, but so I'm just going to scroll through. And thanks for coming. And thanks for everybody who's subscribing. And who's been here from the beginning, who's going to be here to the future and beyond. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate your comments. Keep them coming. Positivity, nothing negative. I got some negative reviews on that one that people are like that. I'll maybe get to it. It'll conjure some memories. But people really like that one film about golfing. But I didn't like it. But anyways, we'll get to it. So let's start off. I'm really hoping that 2025 is the year I'm able to make Return to Sender. This tumultuous year has been a wild one. I'm going to be showing clips and scenes and talking about things as they arose. I'm going to scroll through my little YouTube studio here. Put my old man glasses on. Light my old man joint. We're in Oregon. If you saw the intro, those are some shots that I did a little bit ago. But it's actually not too wet and too cold right now. It's got a little overcast, which is keeping it all not cold. And it's not raining. So, I started off this year with, and it had got 52 views of the Founders Day, which was not a very good movie, so we're just going to pass that right up. I'm going to start from the beginning. I think I re-released my Ready Condom parody thing that I did a million years ago. I did that through some people I met through Steve Odekirk when I went down to do a movie with Steve Odekirk called A Thing That Wasn't Scary. We shot half the film. I was acting in it. And that's when one of the people that I was helping out had me act in their movie. Should I do the Ready Rubber thing? I mean, why not? Okay, I'll put that on right here, and we'll come back.
By air, sea, or land, Ready Rubber is ready, even if you're not. But don't take our word for it.
Ready Rubber has made me what I am today. A man. It was prom night, and it was my first date with Betty. Everything was going just as I had planned. I felt like I had the whole world in my hands.
Oh, Ted.
I prepared for every obstacle and overcame them. And now they're mine, all mine.
Betty, you're so beautiful.
Thanks, Ted. You're not so bad yourself. You do have protection, don't you?
Protection?
Of course he does. He's a man of the 90s, sensitive to a woman's needs.
Of course I do.
Good. 'Cause no glove, no love.
Some things can't be faked. But don't panic. Fix her a drink and call REDI RBR.
How about if we have something to drink?
You're sweet.
Ready Rubber, may I help you? Uh-huh. Okay, she's half naked and drunk. Your location, please. Don't panic, we have a driver in your area. Dispatch to vehicle 23. We've got a code 7 in progress in vector 52, quadrant 40. Ready Rubber out.
Your delivery, sir?
Thanks.
Would you like to be on our mailing list?
Yeah, but later. I'm in the middle of something.
Oh, Teddy, I'm ready.
Would you like the honors, or shall I?
Oh, baby!
Ready Rubber. Ready when you're not.
So, hopefully you like that. That's a blast from the past. Hey, before 2024, this is a picture of what I look like. I'll put it up on the screen right now. So that's how crazy 2024 has been. Let's scroll. Come on. Work with me here. Work with me. Oh, I gotta go do the thing. Hold on. This is how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna try to do edits. Okay, so that Ready River thing was fun, but I actually did that a little bit later. But Arnie Jin Wong, the animation pioneer, was my first guest of the year. We had a good 3-hour conversation. It was fantastic. Please find it. Like, subscribe to this page. It's a very casual podcast. And he was amazing. Really insightful, really great. I think he did an episode of a podcast for himself, or started one with himself. But I did this special report, which is really fun, with Cat Williams. And I thought it came out really funny. It's Laughing Guy Reacts to Cat Williams interview. I might show that here, like right now.
And you see this Mark Zuckerberg building this $270 million bunker?
If you have $1 billion, we have learned that you can do whatever you want to do. When Elon Musk wants to send things in space, he don't have to ask nobody's permission. Congress don't meet. Senate don't meet. No police department gotta be warned. He don't need a permit. None of that. If you got $1 billion, you do what you want to do, and then you tell them what you did.
Man.
And that's how it goes.
What he building a $270 million bunker? What do he know that we don't know, Cat?
Kim Jong-un? What? I don't know what you don't know. Do you understand that people that are not very bright are in charge of nuclear bombs all across the country? That's what he knows. He knows that 30% of all weapons systems are running off regular Wi-Fi. So what does that mean? That means if a solar flare or a meteor hits either one of those, literally a bomb can go off just because the system accidentally got turned off. Yeah, that's what he knows. The people that are in power know that the people that are running the most complicated and deadliest things on the planet are just an average idiot. And you know lots of idiots.
I do.
Yep. And these people are not special. Back in the day they were.
Yeah.
Not today. Not today.
You say you smoke a little weed. You ever smoke with Snoop?
Yeah. I'm actually a bigger smoker than Snoop. He'll tell you that. But I don't mix anything with my weed. I just do weed, right? So nobody has
that minimum. I mean,
nobody does 20 blunts a day like me for 30 years. Like I was the first person to have a weed roller, like somebody whose job it was. Like I haven't rolled a blunt in 20 years.
You probably forgot
like if you go, I'm saying I prefer the saliva of ladies.
Oh my goodness.
No, understand what I'm saying. If for a blunt, it's necessary for it to get lit, right? And so if you had spent 20 years smoking with dudes, that's a lot of male saliva that you would have just accidentally ingested. I can't be this specimen on that. It takes the saliva of nice ladies on that. But yeah, yeah, that's all I do.
But I do believe, how many views did I get? I think it got like, hold on. Let's see. I think that was kind of a crazy amount of views. It got 140 views. Okay, that's not nuts. The views are funny. Anyways, Land of Bad got 320 reviews. I actually like that movie. That was a good movie, action picked. I think I was just in the right mood for an action flick. If you haven't seen it, check out the review I did. Let's see here. And then I did a Brett's with Friends art collectors thing. Maybe I'll put that in here. This is I do need to sell artwork as a living. If you see something you like, I might be posting. I'll put this little art collectors appreciation video in here.
me from 1,000 miles. And the heavens open every time she smiles. When I come into her, that's where I belong. When I come into her, just like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy. She give me love, 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 crazy. Lucas Nelson, everybody. Thanks for playing with us. For Holly over here. The Panda, Charlene Plum on the violin. Well, I'm broken, I'm hungry, baby. I'm right under the toe. Yes, I'm broken, I'm hungry, baby. I'm right under the toe. Well, if I can't come in here, mama, just let me stay on under you. Well, I'm leaving in the morning, baby, even if I you're too sweet to die. I said sometimes I think that you're too sweet to die. But other times I think that you ought to be buried alive.
If I remember. But then at Brett's with Friends, what was this? This looks like it was nothing really. Looks like a guitar player that I met. Maybe I'll put that in there. This is gonna be peppered with stuff all through here, so maybe I'll just put that in here. Looks like it's about a minute long. I shot this when I was doing a hike with Barbara. Man, does time fly? What a crazy.
Beautiful. I'm gonna hear it.
Get back down to it. And then I did a solo painting show, which you know, if you need art lessons or anything like that, let me know. I was thinking about doing art lessons via Zoom or something like that. I might still do that. I'm not sure. It's an idea. Then I did a review of Lisa Frankenstein, movie shit. You can watch that review. Then teaching art to Jessica and Erica. That wound up on the show. Jessica Montez. I've known her digitally, in the digital world, since she was working with Kyle Dunningham, and I was a kind of early guy on that scene with those guys. And Jessica splintered off and did her own podcast, and she has various variations of that she does. And Jessica is great. I'm gonna clip it. And show it, because I did one, and then she put it on the show, and then I was on the show subsequently after that, maybe a couple times. Anyways, hi Jessica, how you doing?
It's just they keep releasing these fake articles about the fake relationship.
Speaking of Brett Wood's piece, he has sent in his art video, and it's a pretty long video. So I was just gonna play 1 minute every episode.
Okay.
So I'll play some of that now. And hey, Brett, if you want to donate a piece of art to Erica for her wall, maybe we can get that to happen too.
Has anyone seen any of this yet, or is this their first time viewing this?
This is the first time that I've seen it.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna play a clip. Sorry, guys, it takes me a minute to have to reload these things. And there we go. Okay, here we go.
Hello, Jessica. Hello, Erica. Okay, my name is Brett.
Oh, that is you.
Artist, a filmmaker, podcast guy. Brett's with Friends on YouTube. This is the first step. Okay, what kind of supplies do you want to work with? I have a couple suggestions on how we want to do this. Go forward. It'd be better if it was more interactive, so I could paint with you on Zoom, but I could do these little episodes as well, step by step. So the first thing you want to do is get some art supplies. So palette knife is one of my loves, and I'll show you a little quick thing about that in a second. Or if you want to do brushes. See, I want to know what kind of supplies you're going to want to get. I can tell you, and I know that through your environments, it doesn't look like you want to get any paint on anything. That's probably not going to happen. You might want to do any of what we're talking about in acrylic because it dries faster, and people don't have enough patience for that sometimes. But anyways, we can get more detailed about that.
Okay, so there's our 1 minute so far, and this will help us determine what supplies we need for.
He has such a nice camera.
I know.
Like, why does it look so professional?
I know, because he's a professional. He knows what he's doing.
My God, impressive, Brett.
So what do you say, Erica? What do you want to use for your art
I mean,
tools?
I want all the supplies, but like those are expensive, so I'm gonna need them donated.
Would you prefer to do watercolor, oils?
Ooh, I'd probably be best at watercolor, honestly.
That's too. I like watercolor.
That's easier. Thanks, Brett.
Okay, watercolor, because I have watercolor too.
Yeah, I'd like to do watercolor.
Okay, so maybe Brett, if you'll send us something, what should we try to paint in watercolor next week?
Yeah, we need an assignment.
Yeah. So something simple. We don't want to do a Renaissance painting. Something, well, I don't know. I guess we could do a Renaissance painting. Send us, actually, go to Get Out of Bed. Where's my, here we go. Get Out of Bed show and send us in what you want us to paint next week. Brett says a landscape or an abstract. I don't know. We don't know. Send us photos of something you'd want us to paint. We'll pick one. How about that?
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't mind me using clips. I don't think so. Then I did the Dune extended preview reaction, which I was very excited about, and that got like oh god, oh, the long game, oh god. Here, I keep on going back. I'm getting a little tripped up with stuff here. Okay, just going through these one at a one. Dune extended trailer reaction, Deadpool 3 trailer reaction. Got oh god, Brett's with Friends Dune 2 extended trailer reaction got 2,004 views. That's pretty big. And that was just a reaction to the video. I would later go and do a mushroom review on that. Saw it twice, mushrooms. Then I did a Brett's King of the Planet of the Apes, 55, blah blah, Godzilla, Kong reaction, no. Knox goes away, trailer reaction. Laughing at reaction, Trump 30, whatever. Doesn't matter. The Art Woods first draft. What is this? I don't know what this is. What is this? See if we can see. Oh! You know what I'll do? I'll show that too. It's 10 minutes long, alright? This is some of my art. This is a little video I put together for that. So we'll do that. We'll go through that. I'll show that right now. know that I'm what I do and what it looks like. My artwork is always changing up and stuff like that. Borderlands look like shit. Looks like the movie since came out, that trailer reaction. I got a tattoo. Should I put that up? It's I mean, on these I might put them up or not, but if you see it right now, then that means I put it up. Oh shit, look at that. This is Silverton, babies. Looking good in here. So, it looks like I'm gonna go get a tattoo. I did a trade with these people at the Silverton Tattoo for some artwork. And part of the trade was cash and a tattoo. So, I have a tattoo coming to me. And we'll see how much filming I can get done with these guys. They're prepping right now. This is downtown Silverton, Oregon. Beautiful place. That's a Silverton traffic jam right now. Silverton traffic jam. So we're going to Silverton, Oregon. This is where Jen is going to do my tattoo. Let's have fun. I got a couple different things I want to do, but we'll see what happens. This is Jen. She's gonna do my tattoo. We're gonna do psilocybin periodic table. This is gonna be fun. Psilocybin. I took off the I cropped it so the name wasn't on there. You know, like spelled out.
Yeah.
Because that seems like it'd be.
Smart.
Yeah, I don't want to spell it out completely. Uh-oh, this is a virgin arm. Oh, what happens? And this is like the least painful place to get one, right? Done, right?
Yeah, you'll be all right. We'll get through this together. I haven't lost one yet.
Oh, all right. Good. Yay! And this is Silverton Tattoo Company in Silverton, Oregon.
There you go. Well, he just doesn't like him.
Uh-oh. The last that'll be done.
My stomach just makes me angry. So every single time I eat mushrooms. She wants to eat mushrooms and lay in the bathroom.
Nice. Go to Silverton, Silver Falls, and go eat some mushrooms. Do the seven falls is a beautiful trip. That's what I'm saving mine for. Besides Dune 2. I'm gonna do a little Dune 2 mushroom review on my podcast. Do you think that'll look good over time because it's thin lines and stuff instead of being a blobby object, or?
No, I made it just big enough.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right. What color do you want to put it in, you think? That looks kind of cool in that color. Purple?
Do you like purple?
Black's pretty standard. It'll hold better.
Will it?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
That's what I always recommend.
Oh my gosh. This is hilarious.
Yeah, the art.
No, it wasn't a few months ago. It was like, I thought it was like 5 months ago.
No, it was like October.
October, November, December, February. That's 4, right?
I guess it was.
October? Wow.
I think so, babe. Wasn't it? It was like towards the end of the first Friday season.
I think so.
Yeah. You were.
It just seems like I guess so much shit has happened between now and then.
Yeah.
It just seems like a lifetime of stuff has been. For me, anyways. I don't know about you guys. Very exciting. That looks so cool.
You like it so far?
Yeah, I like that. We're done, right?
Yep. Bye.
Have you been busy a lot today?
All day. All day, every day.
Am I your last tattoo of the day?
Nope.
Oh shit.
You sure are.
Oh man.
Right? It's about ready to happen.
Is it happening?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I did. I was wondering if you did it. It didn't happen.
Silverton Tattoo Company. So maybe I should put myself in a better position because my.
You alright?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good.
You happy?
I'm so happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do some happy shit.
So how do I? Okay, I'll try to be.
All you have to do is hold still.
Okay.
And breathe.
Okay.
Right? Breathing keeps us alive.
Okay.
Alright. Here we go.
Let's do it.
He's just perpetually hot. He's not locked.
Yeah, that's not bad. I thought that would be like the simplest, easiest one to do. You know, it's got the most meat.
Yeah, it's a good starter.
It's just that he doesn't want to take. He doesn't want to take Yes, so. Okay, you guys got your watches?
I'll move you around, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're alright.
I just want to get my arm in a tweaky position. Oh yeah, I feel that one.
What's up, Jed? Staying out of trouble? Yeah?
Can I put my arm in like this a little bit? Get a little kink in it.
Good?
Yeah.
Let her run around for a moment, Sal. Party with you? I love you too, buddy. Bye. Well, no, because we had a bunch of pictures of like that Iraqi soldiers, but those holes from that particular initial were all white. So anyway, so they're telling me they took out the he's got a lot of good memories about that too. He's got a lot of funny stories. But I think
You still doing all right?
Yeah.
Cruising.
We're cruising through it. It's just getting this. Well.
Yeah, work it out.
Yeah. Now we're getting in the nitty gritty. This is going to be a little bit more sensitive, maybe. Oh, I hope not.
I mean, he celebrates Veterans Day and he always posts pictures of himself. Yeah, totally.
Well, I know that so my mom
Down there and
Oh, yeah. You feel that one. Oh, it's gonna. Do I need to get like this? Or
Nope.
how do I do that?
Just stay where you're at.
Okay. Stop moving around.
Yep.
Just go like this for a second. Okay.
Now he built the car. He didn't do the paint on it. Yeah, he just built it. So the story goes, they went to the Bahamas.
Well, sir, you're one of us now.
Oh, I love it. Proud to be and honored to be part of us. I kind of wish for a better scenario.
Hold on just a sec. Let me make sure this line's solid. Beautiful.
Yay! Thank you, Jen. That looks awesome. Clean.
My pleasure. Ta-da!
Yay! So do I need to do anything special with it or just leave it like that? I don't think it needs to be wrapped, right?
Nope. No wraps. What I recommend is keep it clean. Don't touch it with dirty hands. Don't let anybody else touch it. Wash it with an antibacterial liquid soap 2-3 times a day. Don't pick it, scratch it, soak it. That's it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm gonna make this into a podcast if that's cool with you. Is it cool with you if we make it a podcast?
Roger that.
Perfect. I'll get your. Is it harder to do line work like that as opposed to like, you know, squiggly lines, or is it the straight line harder?
Tattoos are always hard. Once you think they're easy, you're fucking them up.
That's why I want to do something simple lines. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Dating back to the 60s, and yeah, I'm glad that they're getting back into the science of it.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna help a lot of people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yay! Yeah, I'm excited. I'm a mushroom head though too. That's what I mean.
Been there.
All right, I'll let you guys go. This is your artwork that you're painting. And this is your daughter swimming.
Yeah.
And this one is.
My partner and I.
And these are acrylic, right?
Yep, acrylic, and this is our pug.
Oh. I know. I should have painted a picture of my pug when she was alive.
Yeah, I love
But
the pug.
yeah, I get those.
It's fun. I was broke, so I didn't have money for canvas, so we had a bunch of cardboard in the back, and I love painting on cardboard. It's fun.
What about on cardboard do you like?
You know, you see up here how it does the little tick lines?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can get that. You can get that texture, and the paint just flows.
Yeah, you do a little dry brushing, you get the texture of it.
Uh-huh. I love it. I just throw paint everywhere. It's fucking cardboard. I love it. It's everywhere.
Do you ever do oil?
No, I haven't.
Oil?
I haven't done.
Gotta get into oil. If you like acrylic, you're gonna love oil. Trust me.
Check it out. This is my first acrylic painting right here. I've never.
Look, I got a buffalo on the wall. This is part of how that happened. There you go.
Right? This is my daughter. I painted her. This is a famous go-to Jen painting when I'm bored. But this is my first painting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. But no, I've never dabbled in acrylic or oil.
Yeah, see how you're doing all this dry brushing on it to make it more in depth?
Yeah.
And you can even do, like, if you want to make it deepen a little bit, there's a, I think like a high gloss varnish or something like that, that'll make it look wet. Ooh. So you'll get the deeper color a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why I like it with oils, because you get that depth.
Yep. It's fun.
Let me show them your bathroom too. If you come here, check out the bathroom because it's the best bathroom in the world. This is the bathroom at the tattoo shop. Look at that stuff. Look at this. This thing's amazing. How weed next segment.
I'm telling you, I'll paint on anything.
That's very Venice Beach.
That's very me.
Yeah. Have you been through Venice Beach at all?
Yeah, I worked there for years.
Oh, which one?
I worked at House of Ink.
Oh shit. Did you know? Do you Stash or Tash or he did this.
This is the early 2000s.
He passed away, I think.
Don't remember.
Short hair, white guy,
Don't recall.
tattoos everywhere.
It was like 70.
Okay, well, thanks again. I'll be back. I'll let you know. So maybe something small, like or akin to this next time, or should I do a smaller?
Go like that.
Well, I just got that tattoo. Jen was great. This place is great. This is the Silverton Tattoo Company. Jen was very lovely. I got one more session for a little small tattoo in the future when I want. So it's kind of cool. I was going to do maybe these options. I found this on the ground a long time ago in the Bay Area somewhere. And I always kept it. I thought that'd be a good tattoo. And then I had one of Attaway's birds that he did. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick walk. Hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? Good. You guys need any art on the walls in here?
No, we don't.
You let me know when you're ready for some more.
Okay.
All right. See ya. Okay, and this is downtown Seattle, or Silverton. It's a little art gallery that I can't seem to be able to get into. Cute little shops. They just did this movie theater. I love this theater. It looks brand. Look how beautiful it looks. It's a crazy old-timey theater. They just redid it. Unfortunately, they're playing Madam Web, so probably nobody's gonna be fucking seeing that. So, and then there's some cool places. This is a great little spot. This is one of my favorite spots in Silverton. Is Max's place. If you ever in Silverton, Oregon, come to Max's place. It's a great spot. Is the whole point. Is this outdoor patio. No pets though. No pets.
What?
That's the whole reason to come here.
I never even knew this was here.
You're in my podcast now.
Oh, hi.
This is Tammy. But look at this is the whole reason to come here.
Shakes on the wall.
Yeah, look at this. This is look at. This is the whole reason you guys.
I didn't even know this was here.
This is the whole reason. This is the whole reason to come here. And now, like you could have been sitting out here the whole time.
Yeah, stupid. Well, old people get cold, so.
Old people. That's relative, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. All right.
So this is the first time you've been coming here for a long time, and this is the first time you've been on the
I
patio.
didn't know this was here.
So she's sitting inside the whole time.
Here I am raised in the woods in Alaska, and I don't even know that the outdoors exist. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That is weird.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite spots in all of Oregon. This right here. Actually, the best one is that this is the best. This is the best. This spot right here. I won't get people drinks, but that's the best booth to get. Right there. No, the one. Then I did my red film, which was shot during the fires on my Sony 7 III. And so I put that all together. There's some fires that made everything orange. Which was beautiful. It wasn't a builder. It was really great. So then I was on February 28th, 2024. I was able to get Michael Stone to come back on. And we talked about Russia and Ukraine for 3 hours and 26 minutes. Maybe I'll put that on there. Just a little clip of Michael and me. Michael Stone is very funny. I like this guy. He's really great.
Goddammit, you're wasting my time!
We tried. We tried. I tried.
There we are.
I tried so hard. You don't even know.
You get an A for effort.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. I really thought that might work for a moment.
Yep.
We
almost did.
So let's just start the podcast off. This is Brett's with Friends, episode 127 with my friend Michael Stone. And we're going to talk about Russia and Ukraine. This is a Russia-heavy Ukraine conversation. I'm no geopolitical strategist, but let's empty our brains into what Michael knows. So welcome back for the second time, Mr. Michael Stone.
Thanks. It's good to be here. How many repeat offenders have you had?
You're like in the, I think maybe a few. You're in the mighty few. But I did see something earlier that caught my attention. Is that this is the 27th of February, and you are on my 90. I want to say 97, but my 98th episode. Ooh. And today's date is February 27th.
So cosmic overlap.
I don't know. Oh, it's some so it might be a hiccup in the matrix. I don't know. Ooh, you got blue. You got blue.
I gotta set my white balance. Okay, that now do I look too red? Oh, that looks good.
You know, it's so funny. We've already been doing this podcast for about half an hour now. So
welcome to the big show.
I think we're gonna do this live thing. I really got excited about that because I wanted to take, you know, if I invited like a dozen, maybe a few dozen people to do it, but yeah.
Well, you got me.
I got you. So let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about? First of all, thank you for coming here again, and let's talk about Ukraine and Russia, man. You got some shit. You got some tea to spill. We got some knowledge.
Yeah, I wonder how much is just regular. Everybody knows it or not. I think most people have followed it to some degree, but then since October 7th, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has sort of taken over the main stage of the public eye. Hey, did you know that October 7th is also Putin's birthday?
Is that the day that he dies?
We'll find out. He's still alive.
God, man.
No,
How long
October...
is that fucker going to be alive for, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. There was speculations last year that they said he has Parkinson's. They said he has cancer, but he seems to be fine.
Maybe Russia's got the cure. Maybe Russia's got the cure for all that ails you. Those cold, concrete. Like, have you seen when I went through Amsterdam and the Netherlands, their whole their key systems for their doors and everything's just like, it looks like a patent lock for a jail cell.
Oh yeah, they have like those big old skeleton keys.
Yeah,
they had those in Italy too.
And it's like 2024. They still have those.
Yeah, and their doors were they had like reinforced metal doors on almost every apartment too. Like you'd turn the lock and it would be like shkagoong, like a safe door, locking in place.
Like a relationship.
Like a relationship. Well, let me tell you this. Actually, the whole Russia-Ukraine story is kind of like a relationship. It's kind of like a bad, toxic, abusive relationship where Russia is the big, aggressive man, I suppose, the abusive husband.
The macho man.
Ukraine is the battered, abused wife. And this is a long relationship. They've been together for basically hundreds of years. But they were forced together starting in 1917 when they became the USSR. And that was a toxic relationship because Ukraine was essentially forced to be in the USSR. They were invaded back then, or I guess invaded from within to some degree. But all sorts of bad stuff happened to the Ukrainians during the USSR time. Stalin pretty much starved 1 million Ukrainians in like 1933, I want to say, or 37, 30, I think 33. The Holodomor, have you heard of the Holodomor? Holodomor? No, it's basically a Holocaust of starvation that Stalin subjected the Ukrainians to.
What year is this?
1933, 34.
Wait. This is 1933?
I know, I gotta go way back. I guess my whole point is that like Ukraine and Russia have been in this toxic relationship for a long time.
That's not that far. That's a lifetime. That's not far at all.
Yeah, fine. It's all relative. But in terms of relationships. Okay, so let's fast forward. Okay, 1990, the USSR is breaking up. 1991, there's this referendum. Basically, the USSR has collapsed, and the world is kind of like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? And the Ukrainians take a vote. They're like, do we want to be independent, or do we want to like maybe join with Russia, or what? Join the Russian Federation? And they voted overwhelmingly to be independent. It's like 90+% independent. So like from that moment forward, that's 33 years ago, Ukraine has just been on this path of independence. But here's where it becomes like a toxic, abusive relationship. Russia didn't want to let Ukraine go because actually Ukraine is a lot of what's best about, or what was best about the USSR. Some people said it was the brains of the USSR. They actually made a lot of the Soviet era weapons and stuff in Ukraine. A lot of the engineers were from there, and they grow a ton of food there. Ukraine is like the breadbasket of
Yeah,
Europe.
because apparently you didn't grow too much in the. Now I'm going to interject as well. I'm not trying to
Please,
stop on
we
your
got to keep this interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't let me bore you to death.
Don't let me be here then. Um, that it's all about territory, right? Everything's about territory. Neanderthals, caveman, the watering hole, the whole thing. It's got what's
you
got
can
the
say that.
source? Where's the source? And apparently Russia does not have the source. Their lands are depleted. This is a guy that has nothing to know about anything about anything. I paint, I make things, I like to make movies. But it seems like the side note, the cliff note that I got is don't have the land to grow shit on.
Yeah, like arable farmland. I think in terms of like the land that was the former Soviet Union, Ukraine is a big part of the good land. I mean, definitely good for farmland. Also, in terms of cultural history, Kiev is an older city than Moscow, and the culture of the Russian people actually traces back more to Kiev than it does to Moscow. So it's like, in a way, it's their cultural nucleus. But since the breakup of the Soviet Union, then of course Russia has Moscow, and they have since then embarked on this weird, and also beforehand too, this weird psychological game where they basically want to like eliminate Ukrainian identity as its own thing. They're like, oh, we're all Russians, but the Ukrainians are like, no, actually we're Ukrainians, we got our own thing going on, and we were forced to be a part of you for 70 years. We're done with that. We're moving on. We're going forward. So, okay, then throughout the 90s and the early 2000s, Ukraine isn't really that much different from Russia in the beginning in terms of some things like political corruption. Like, it was kind of the Wild West there too. They were trying to figure some things out, but in theory, they were trying to move towards being a democracy. Meanwhile, I don't know, how much have you followed like Putin, like since he came to power 25 years ago?
Well, I mean, I'm a kid of the 80s, so I mean, it seems like
Yeah, me too.
I mean, when I see, I know he's what it's almost it almost fractures off into two different questions when you ask me a question about what do you know of Putin.
Yeah, or what do you think you know, or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, it seems like a really bad guy. Then I did a Dune 2 Magic Mushroom review, which I love Dune 2. Just saw Dune 2 on mushrooms. A little bit of Molly in there too. I was getting a little spicy. I got a little spicy. You know, this whole thing would have just been solved with some fucking water. Man, I need some water. Hold on. First of all, wow. Wow. Okay, this is my mushroom review of Dune 2. Was it necessary to do mushrooms and a little bit of ecstasy to see Dune 2? No. Did it make the movie better? The movie's already great. But
We've been fighting the argument
wow.
for decades.
Wow.
My family's been fighting them for centuries.
So, Dune 2 on mushrooms.
Some great houses.
A little bit of Molly.
Here.
Where do I begin?
What we
Okay.
we do for the benefit of all.
The movie looks great. Sounds great.
Not very much.
All the acting is fucking phenomenal. You know, let's just when I exited the movie theater, I was on cloud nine a little bit, spaced out a little bit. It's 3 hours. Tips. Some things I would have loved to have known before doing a mushroom trip and seeing this 3 hour extravaganza. Obviously go to the bathroom. Up until the very, but I didn't check and see when the trailer was going to be over. And there's like a half an hour of these bastards in front of the film. So when you go see your film, regardless if you're on mushrooms or not, make sure you get in there after, like we had assigned seating, so I had like a perfect seat I-14, at the Regal here in Lancaster in Salem is amazing. That's perfect. That's right in the middle. It's right in the pocket. But figure out when the movie's actually going to start, because there's a lot of bullshit on that screen before that happens. The sound's amazing. I mean, I'm still digesting it. And there's a lot of movie in that. There's a lot of movie. There's a lot of movie in there. It's a very... I'll try to do this non-spoiler, but they do a really great thing about giving David Lynch a nod towards the end of the movie. And if you keep your ears out for it, you might see it. Which was great. Because I always was a big fan of the Dune, David Lynch. Anything David Lynch really does, I'm a huge fan of. But I did like I liked what he did in, the Dune. This is a completely different animal. It's very internal. This movie's very internal. They start off really right in the middle. I mean, I don't want to give too much away. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a non-spoiler talk about it. Then you want to cut it off, but the sound design, obviously I was on Mushroom, so I didn't know if there was certain sounds that were happening in the film. It's very heavy on sound effects, this movie. And it's very like Hans Zimmer. I mean, the soundtrack and everything, but the audio design makes you feel like you're tripping, basically. And I want to give all the players a good... I mean, what's that Ferguson girl that plays his mom? She's English. Wow. Did a good job. Everyone's doing a good job. I mean, the Butler guy kicks the shit out of that. And everybody did. Batista, Chalamet, Zendaya, Z. Wow. Great. Really, they really put the par up. And there's been some discussions about like whether Florence Pugh or Christopher Walken even needed to be in this movie. I'm glad they were.
That passion invigorates us all.
I'm really glad to see Christopher Walken up there. And I'm not a big Pugh fan, but I like her work. She did great. I didn't know quite. I know about Midsummer and stuff like that. That whole thing happened with and Olivia Wilde and all that stuff. But she subtle, good. I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but. Maybe this is the non-spoiler part of this, but I didn't mind seeing Christopher Walken and Pugh in those. People made it sound like they had smaller characters, but pivotal scenes, everything was great. Every scene mattered. The effects, crazy. They're really crazy. Okay, so should we start talking spoilers? Okay, so if you don't want to go through... Oh, wait, basically, we'll end the non-spoiler part of this is go see this immediately on a big screen. See what time it actually starts, unless you want to wait through a half an hour of really shitty commercials, which I don't like commercials being played when I'm paying to be there. I don't want to see a Pepsi commercial or an Air Force commercial. These are things that have happened. Back in my day, we didn't have commercials on the movie screen. The thing opened, the curtains open and close. I remember when we started selling ads at the 21st at Century 21 when they started selling the you guys don't want to hear about that shit. You want to hear about the movie Dune too. Go see it, big screen, loud, stone. See when it starts. Actually starts. That's my biggest recommendation. Make sure you pee. Okay, now let's get to spoiler talk. Okay, spoiler talk. The embryos and stuff like that at the beginning, very crazy. Especially since I was tripping on mushrooms. It's all that visual of that. The visual's insane, but like all that, like the mother talking to the baby and that 3-ring circus of conversations. And Pugh's, I like Pugh's, I wasn't sure where it was going to go, but Pugh's narration. It's a very heavily layered movie. Heavily. It's sci-fi. It's a big sci-fi, and there's people talking about like if it was gonna be if they had released it to be eligible for the Oscars. Man, Denis really did all those guys a real big favor by not releasing it, so it was an Oscar contender. So that'll probably go to 2025. God damn it, we're getting fucking old. All right, so all the sequences going into the battle sequences and the cutting back and forth from them, very nicely done. Very nicely done. I've seen a couple people that were giving reviews that didn't really line up with the emotionality of the movie. I think it's a very, very emotional movie. I got it. And also this is what we're talking about. With jumping through the doors and Edward's maid, his daughter. So they definitely said they make this too long with these sequences. It's been a very traumatic week. My brother was in the hospital. He came back out. Cat's giving birth. One died. I didn't get to it. It was in the garage, and she didn't show any signs. But anyway, so 3 survived. She had a baby like a few days later. I dumped out. She's not very. She didn't have any signs. Besides that, she's like a loaf of bread. But she didn't meow and do anything strange. She just dumped them out. So we got 3 kitties now. Lola, my mom, and my sister named them. So if you ever need a cat, we got cats, and they're going to be needing a home in about 10 to 12 days, or 10 to 12 weeks, or no, 10 weeks is when you're allowed to do that. So with that being said, it's been a heavy week. This is a heavy movie, so parallel that. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about, because I've had all this, the dead kitten. Really, I wanted to know that was there more that I could have done to help, and it kind of rattled my brain for a little bit. But then my buddy Steve told me that be appreciative that the ones that survived, and I'm sure they're. But it's almost a weird scenario with Dune 2, man. It's like this fucking crazy thing about alliances and family, and the fight sequences are great. The butler dude is fucking great, very great. I mean, it's so dark. It's fucking heavy shit. On mushrooms, I was like, fuck. Because it was like, I don't know if you should see mushrooms on this movie, but if you're like me, a psychonaut like at heart, like I usually like to do. Anyways, the sound, seeing a big screen. I saw it on a big screen. I like the ear. David Lynch little nod there with the Skarsgård's death and the ants. Very nicely done. Very well played, Dennis. But I mean, I don't want to spoil too much. I mean, go see the movie. I mean, the decorations, I didn't have a problem with this movie at all. I thought this was a fucking really solid, big, lot of movie in there. A lot of movie in this movie. It's intense. Yeah, it's intense, and I guess that's about it. I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but I'd see it. If you're gonna do mushrooms, time it out right. You know what you're doing. But I would definitely, if you have seats that are assigned to you, I'd come and see when the actual start time is on that. That'd be one thing that I wish I would have done a little differently. I was sitting there tripping watching fucking, I don't know, the movies I didn't want to see. And commercials I didn't want to see. But they have to sell ads. I know how the movie theater's going. But Zendaya is great. Chalamet is great. They did it all great. You know, all the heavy hitters are in there. Everyone did a great job. They killed it. They killed it. I mean, the last shot of the film on Zendaya's blue eyes and about to grab that worm. The box and all the different layers of they got the child. You know, she got impregnated by Butler's character. I'm not gonna call him the real name. Anyways, Butler's character before his untimely death. He deserved to die, big. But well done, man. Cast, crew, Oscar bait. I mean, Oscars all around for everybody. Everyone's getting an Oscar. They should actually just everyone should just give their Oscar this year to Dune 2. Except for Godzilla. Godzilla Minus One is still a great movie. It's in a different it's a different shell of a movie than this. This is obviously. So I'm still processing the Dune 2, but as far as the visuals and the scope of it and the sound, it's all there. You're not going to be disappointed. And just, unless you wouldn't like this movie if you don't like movies. They put all the heavy hitters in there. I mean, God, the pacing's great. I don't know. I saw the mushrooms. I thought it was great. It's a little intense for mushrooms, but I also like that a little bit. Put me in the movie. But this movie's with the child inside. It's very like outer, inner, outer stuff happening, and the spice and the stuff with the things. See the movie. That's my Dune 2 Mushroom 2 review. I would time it right, but you're not going to be disappointed. No. All right. Congratulations to the cast and crew of Dune 2. It's a real fucking movie. It's a real sci-fi movie. It's like what, you wanted to have Star Wars grow up with the audience. This movie is a mature sci-fi fucking extravaganza. I'll see it again. And I'll see you guys at the movies, dude. All right, enjoy your times. Leave your comments below if you want to see after you've seen it or whatever. But, that's my Dune 2 review. I mean, there's a billion of them, but mine's on mushrooms, so it might be a little bit different. But the visuals were there, the landscapes, the silences, and all the little tiny voices around. You're going to pick up on that shit quick. And the costumes are great. It looked good. Everything was very deliberate. I love this movie. All right. See you guys later. Page. It was great. 184 views. Donna Rumi was a actress, that I worked with on, what was the movie called? Kitty Baby. So she came on the podcast. Maybe I'll show a little clip of that.
Edward cut it. Isn't it wild?
Sit right down there.
Ah, recording in progress.
Oh,
Can
shit.
you start over?
Well, I'm glad I checked that. Oh, that was a good save on me. I'm a professional podcaster. Okay, so I'm going to take it from the top. Just in case. Okay, I'm with independent film actress extraordinaire Donna Rooney on my 129th podcast of Bros with Friends. And we're just I'm glad I caught that. Because I was really listening to what you're saying. And then I was like, my producer part of me was like, I don't see a recording little boo-boo here.
Yeah,
So
don't check that.
So on your IMDb,
Good catch.
Woo! That's right. why we get the big bucks. Yeah, that's why I need my glasses to see that. I was like, what? So, welcome to the podcast, 129, Donna Rooney, independent film actress forever. 25 credits on your IMDb.
Something like that, yeah.
But who's counting after 30 or after 20? And why don't you have a picture of yourself on there? Exactly. You're shy.
Because I
I'm
understand
gonna
that if
use
you
that joke again because you're shy. That's right.
I understand that if you want your picture on there or any self-editing, you have to pay for it, and I just haven't done that. So all the movie credits I have on there, so somebody else put them on there for me from their movie.
Well, that's how it should be, right? They do.
Yeah.
You already did your work. They should all handle that. Now, this is I don't usually have a premeditated question,
Mm.
but will you share this podcast with your friends?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna start asking that on all these podcasts because nobody ever shares them. So,
I will happily post it to my Facebook.
okay, great.
Unless
Perfect.
it gets weird or something, then I'll be like, no.
Well, I'm sure your fans and friends and family would expect nothing less. We can put some edits. We're gonna edit in some footage and stuff like that. I sort of like to do like a past, present, and future. Where are you from? When did you start liking acting? And what are the things you like to do?
Gosh.
3 questions.
Where am I from? Originally, I'm from Los Angeles. I moved here to Salem, Oregon in 92. Never once regretted it. I'm sure you know LA is a tough place to be from. It can be beautiful and fun and all that, but it's not the easiest life in the world. So we decided, my husband and I, a long time ago, that we would come here and just, live someplace prettier and more relaxed.
Can I ask you what was tough about it?
It's expensive. Way expensive. We knew we could never afford a house there. We knew we could never just have the slower lifestyle that we really enjoy here. So let's see, acting. Wow. I never once thought about acting until I met Joe Sherlock from Skullface Astronaut. And we were just watching a movie at F. Stop Fitzgerald's. And he asked me, if I would be in one of his movies. And I said, oh my gosh, no, never. I would never, I'm not brave enough to do that. And we just chatted and kept talking about it. And eventually I said yes. However, that wasn't my first acting job. I actually, my first time on film was with Kitty Baby, and that's where I met you.
That was your first film?
Technically,
yeah. Wait, you're between the time that we did that movie and now you've done 24 other movies?
Yep.
Shit. Okay, we got a lot.
We need to catch up.
yeah. Jesus Christ. I thought you were a seasoned actress at that point.
Nah.
Well, I was hoping that those wait, oh man, I wish that let's dish, let's throw some tea. I wish that movie, I was thinking about that before we started talking. I was like, that movie, I really wish it came out. You know what bugged me a little bit? And I'm not trying to despair or knock anybody, but I wish the sound of it was better.
Oh.
Sure. I wish you were mic'd a little bit better. Because I think that would have added to the dimension of it. Just sounded like somebody, they're using off the camera audio, but in some of this, I don't know, it's a nitpicky thing, but it's like the audio, I wish we were mic'd.
Yeah. So some scenes were definitely harder than others to do that with, but
well, how do you okay, so you did the Sherlock thing, you're in his film, but so technically you're saying that Kitty Babies came out first?
So I think it technically was my first, it was the first thing that was filmed big time. Like I had done a small scene for Joe before we started filming Kitty Baby, but it was just a non-speaking making out with somebody in a hot tub sort of thing that wasn't even used until I think last year. So it was just one of those pickup shots. So technically Kitty Baby was the first. We were starting to film Beyond the Wall of Fear while we were shooting Kitty Baby. So they were kind of simultaneous.
Wow. Okay. So you didn't ever want to act before that at all?
No, I didn't think I was brave enough or
What kind of movies did you like growing up, or what? I mean, you just sort of just one day you woke up and said, "Now I'm gonna do 25 fucking movies."
yes, that's exactly what I did.
Heidi-ho, good morning, John. You have a little something you might want to...
Shit. I mean, thanks.
Crumbs all over your shirt much?
I ain't on the run.
And you want the world to know, huh? I'm just helping you out so Thompson doesn't get mad at you. He's already on the warpath today.
But they are my children.
It is the policy of this company that any cubicle is only allowed 5 personal pictures, Kitty.
But Garcia has way more than that.
Mr. Garcia's got a big family.
They are my family.
Well, I'll be talking to him next.
Oh, no.
And as far as first impressions go, your dust needs to look sharp, not cluttered. And these,
They're motivational.
I want them gone by 3.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
But in the hindsight, the way it was done was the form that it was done in was on purpose. No mic and stuff like that. You know, just how do you what? Okay, nudity. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's how you went from because I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you had no wanting of doing acting into doing 25 independent like B movie horror film sort of situations, and then on top of that you decided that you're ready to go nude.
Yeah, it wasn't right away.
It sounds like it was right away. And on March 19th, 2024, I did an interview with Sean Larkin, who's my old friend Nat Larkin's husband, and they live in Bulgaria, and that was a hoot. Maybe I'll take a quick. They deserve we got 65 views on that. We should. Those guys are wild. Just kidding. Very, very, very. I never met anybody like those guys.
Hello, where's Natalie at?
Oh, hang on.
No,
I'm going to go and turn the television down because I was watching football earlier. But she's got, shall we say, a little camera shy. She's like, I haven't got makeup on.
You look great, Nat.
She's a fucking idiot.
No, you have to wait for a moment. At this point, I'm going to stick to the side of the camera.
No, you gotta go. You gotta come on. That's the whole point.
Why?
Because we gotta do the 130th episode of Brett's.
It'd be awesome. I was better from the side with the mouth.
You look great. Come on, let's just do a quick
I
one.
thought it was better from the mouth. No,
It'll be your.
Brett, are you
You're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, I know. And see, this is the fucking problem.
From
It's
the
always ideas, isn't it? It's always, oh, I've got
I
this great
said
idea.
you and Sean and me.
Come
from
over to the camera. Get a seat. Get closer to your husband.
Don't even
Right,
right
before
now.
you started this, do you know what she's just said? She says something along the lines of, well, if the viewer doesn't see me, they're going to question what I look like. Are they going to think I'm fat? Are they going to think I'm thin? And I'm like, fucking.
The people that watch this podcast don't give a shit.
I tell you what, I just said to her jokingly, I went, do you know what? Knowing this podcast, that'll probably go out to about 50 million views tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, the last one we did went to 60, I think.
What is totally not? Hang on. I will tell you now.
Fuck's sake.
So this is my 130th episode of Press with Friends with Sean Larkin and Nat Larkin. They live in Bulgaria.
Yeah, and
Bulgaria, correct?
That's perfect, sir. Yeah, absolutely spot on.
But what did not ever leave a house with in Manchester?
Well, put it on properly then, you fucking idiot.
What do you?
Hang on.
So you guys want to do a podcast, and so let's just because you guys, I think you should do a podcast. Hey, Nat Larkin. So why don't you guys just do a podcast? Why do you not want to? You want to do one, but you don't want to do the work for it? It's super fucking easy.
I don't think it's about doing the work. I think what it is instigation, isn't it? Because I can sit here, we can argue about what the fuck we're cooking for dinner tonight, and I just find it more interesting when someone poses a question.
Well, you can ask each other. That's why you guys can put a guest on, one of your friends or blokes or mates, and then you can interact. And also, do you know what's fun is it's a social thing. Like you can talk to a friend in a long time, and you want to call your show what, the Dick's Podcast, or what do you call
it? The fucking dickheads.
So that'll be your podcast, and then you can invite all your fucking dickheads.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the problem is with that. I mean that was a joke in the first place. I probably saw that.
Why have I shut my stupid head then?
Arguing with friends. That's probably a lighter version of it. But
yeah,
it's
Yeah, you might limit your crowd there, but they want you to be more assholes than dicks.
I mean, but that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. First rule of thumb: when you're a bloke, heterosexual bloke. I'm not trying to put anyone out of fucking kilter here, but when you're an heterosexual bloke and you got a bird, it doesn't matter whether you find her crazy or you find her normal.
You found her crazy.
We're all fucking crazy. That's rule of thumb. That's it.
And you know, Brett, I'm a good crazy, right?
See again.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no!
All right, no, I'm stepping
it's
out.
a joint one. This one.
Oh,
so you can chirp in. There's gonna be no bird sounds. Well, unless you want to.
The bird sounds come back.
Wow.
No, she's on camera this time. So there's no reason to.
This is not good. This is not good.
I mean, it looks like I've stolen a retarded teenager from a home.
It actually does. It looks like that.
Honestly, I'm surprised the fucking feds aren't at my door knocking it down.
Oh, I might have to just piss my pants. Hang on.
You're not that old.
Can I go pee?
Yeah, go on.
I have to go. I literally have
Pass
to.
me that then.
Okay,
I'll look after this.
Oh,
Fuck
good.
off.
See you in a minute.
What have you
All
done
right,
to them?
we'll take
I
it.
literally have to pee my pants.
Oh, sorry about that. She's a fucking disgrace. No,
Well, it probably gets
it's like if me and Nat was watching YouTube and we was commenting on a clip, someone's filming us for our reactions. So
They were very funny. Could be intense. They said they wanted to start their own podcast. Well, I said I'd be on it. Invite me on it. Then Wicked Little Letters review. That was good. That's got 200 views. Beetlejuice 2 reaction trailer got 510. Dune 2 second viewing on mushrooms. Got 16. I'm sure that seems like it'd be more than that. Unfrosted Pop-Tart trailer reaction 171. I didn't see the movie. Apparently nobody else did either. I know Kyle was in that. Done again. Joker 2 trailer reaction, 785 views. Didn't see it. I just wasn't. I like funny. I like funny. People keep on trying to get me to watch certain things, or I'm not in the mood to watch stuff that is episodic. I don't know. I'm very cantankerous with my viewing these days. The Long Game is the one that people really liked and hated my review of. 400 views. People did not like that. Then I had Caitlin Michelle on, and I've known her for a while. They're her and her husband, and she does a kitty rescue, Venice Beach Kitties Rescue, and she said on the show, maybe I'll put a little clip of that up. As little as she's going to leave that industry after helping so many cats out.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
We're going to end. Break your friends, break your friends, break your friends. Let's do it again. Brett, he talks to people about.
Talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Hold on, I don't. Oh, there we go.
Well, hello.
How are you? Meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow.
Meow, meow. Welcome to the Meow Meow. Thanks for coming back on. There's lots to talk about.
Getting on your shoulder. It blend into your jacket.
Yeah, this is Fiona. She's going to my neighbor, her new home tomorrow. My neighbor, and her.
She doesn't want to be on camera though. She's turning her back to. Oh, there she goes. Oh,
she loves the camera.
cute, really cute.
She decided to crawl up there, so I'm just letting her do that.
Oh my gosh, she has such pretty eyes.
Yeah, she is a cutie. She's the first babe. Well, I'll tell you the whole story, but let's get to.
Yeah, tell me the story. Yeah.
This is Breast with Friends, episode 131, with repeat offending guests, Caitlin Michelle.
Hi.
Of Beach City Kitties.
Beach City Kitties. We're a cat rescue in Venice Beach, California, and I did not bring any of my cats on. They wouldn't cooperate, but glad you got some.
We have one running around, or is that a dog in the background?
Yeah, that's one of my personal cats, the orange one. So not for adoption, but
yeah.
But unless anyone really wants him, I can know.
Yeah,
So many, I'm like, I won't even notice. Yeah, no, I have 5 of my own cats here in the house, and then usually a few fosters and a dog.
So let's there's a specific reason why I was so desperate to get you on the show because of what's happening in my life, but
I figure, yeah.
can you give us a little quick what were you like? Do you know what number you were a guest on my show? I think you're like one of the first, or like
yeah, I'm not sure, but one of
17.
The beginning, I think it was just like right at the start of the pandemic, right?
Yeah,
nearly at the beginning, yeah.
So can you encapsulate around that time what's happened from now to now, or from then to in your
definitely business? So I think when I talked to you, I was telling you maybe that it was actually a really good time at the beginning of the pandemic for adoptions. We were actually like really, really busy. All the animal rescues were, because people were at home and they wanted to adopt cats or dogs or bunnies. So like when everyone else was like staying at home and like really dead and like didn't have to work or anything, I was actually like running around like crazy, like trying to rescue cats and find them homes. And like it was actually kind of great because we're not always that busy, so it was nice for it to be easier to get cats adopted. Unfortunately, what happened over the last couple of years is the problem actually got way worse, because a lot of the people who adopted cats returned them. Like not necessarily to us, we had a few returns, but to the shelters where they don't really like screen people at all or make sure they're a good home. So actually now like it's worse. There's more homeless cats here in LA and probably all over the country than there were before the pandemic. So the problem got better for a little while. People wanted to adopt, but they weren't like thinking of the future, I guess. So now it's worse, and it's like very, very hard for us to get cats adopted right now. It's depressing.
Wow. Well, it's good that you can laugh about it.
I kind of laugh.
Because I went through what I've just been going through the last like 2 months in particular, because these are 8 weeks old almost to the day now. That's a lot of work.
Oh my god, it's a lot of work.
Did
you have to bottle feed yours, or
no? I'll give you a quick. I have a video. I've been documenting it. I'm gonna put together like a little movie called Cats or something like that. But like I was already not really. Anyways, I work out here in the garage. I paint and I do podcasts and stuff like that. So I'm already out here a lot. So there's this one cat that came around, and then I started feeding it because I'm not gonna let it starve. And then another cat came around, which is the 2 siblings. There's a black cat. This boy, she was a girl, and then the shy other tabby. They're both the girl and the other boy are tabbies, and the other one's solid black, right? So I think somebody just dropped them off somewhere because they're together. They're probably a family. They're probably like brothers and sisters, and so which breaks my heart every time people just like abandon cats. Either they move out of the house, don't take the cats with
it
them.
happens a lot, yeah.
It's like it's mind numbing.
Yeah, they're not like they can't really take care of themselves, especially when they're that little. Like dropping a baby off.
Yeah, and so basically, we have 2 cats inside, and there's a dog inside. Trying to make it a short story, but she ended up being pregnant or getting pregnant in between that, and so I'm not going to kick it out on the street. I was on the list for forensic felines for like a month, and then it ran. I have to redo it again, so I did it a second month, and and to get on a list of taking them in and stuff like that. And so she ended up having the baby. I should have saw the signs more, but she ended up having the babies in the garage, and it was really cold. So when I first heard it, when I woke up in the morning, because my bedroom's right next to the garage, I was like, I jumped out of bed. Like I fucked up, and one of the babies was dead. It was cold and limp and not alive.
Yeah, it happened.
And so the other baby had just come out, and she was on the behind some shelves, right? So it's a very dramatic situation here, because I see that that's coming out, and I have to go behind the boxes. I'm unloading boxes in the garage, like flying, having the shoulder, and I to get to that one, and so I threw the baby away, the dead one. Just my endorphins were rushing. I didn't know what to what because and then the other one was on the shelf, and because anyways I had to act quickly, and so that when I came back real quick, the baby had fallen into a box through the into some videotapes, and so I was like, and I packing on videotapes, going like this, like throw it and finding this. It is a fucking seriously dramatic. I'm dealing with death. I'm dealing with I don't want to, it's cold out there, and so I scooped them up. I put them on a warmer. I had a little warmer thing and I put them in there, and she ended up having another one. And then 2 days later, I was out here doing some artwork. I was like, "You're so fat," and so she had one right there.
Oh wow!
And so I scooped them up and put them in the room, my room.
Having babies all over the place.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. And so this basically I became this their daddy first, a little helper. I'm not gonna, and so the other ones,
you're their daddy, you're their foster daddy.
Foster daddy. And so they basically, I got video of all this shit. It's like insanity. Like, and so basically I went by Friends of Felines. They've been supplying food and litter and stuff like that for them. And I basically, I'm trying to make this short, but like, they found a foster home for Lola, the mom, and the 2 black kitties.
Oh, good.
And which I just dropped them off today.
Oh, was it hard?
Well, I'm gonna be able to get some sleep, I think.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice not to have to wrangle the litter box every day. And
wait, I just noticed my computer is about to die. Let me grab my charger from right over there.
Yeah, do that. So maybe I'll put a little bit of that up right now. Then I had a mushroom lounge in Salem. Okay, so I will put this fucking video up. It's 9 minutes long. It's me. I got this psilocybin thing where they're doing psilocybin sessions in Salem, and I put up a lot of my artwork. I've since taken some out. It's not really. It's more of a holding. No one's buying anything out of there, unfortunately. I thought people would be tripping and looking at my art and going, "Oh, gotta have that." Didn't have. That's been about. How long has that been now? I did that in March or May 1st, 2024. Okay, guys, this is your sneak peek of basically my art gallery, which is inside a mushroom lounge that's opening up on State Street here in Salem at the House of Strain. So when you're tripping, you're going to be tripping to my art. And please feel free to buy all the art you see. There's only like 1 or 2 that aren't for sale. But I do have some guest artists of my personal collection that I brought in. So I'm going to do like a little tour of the Broadwood's Art Gallery, Mushroom Lounge. If people aren't tripping and they don't buy my artwork, then I don't know what I'm doing. So this is my holy Hail Mary to the mushroom gods, and hopefully people are tripping and buying my art, because this kid needs a new pair of shoes. All right, so here's the tour. Now I'll try to make this slow. I want people to make sure that they saw that this is an art sale. And we go way back in the archives. A lot of this stuff comes from like 1998 to present moment. That's a thrift shop painting. I just like that in this hallway. I could sell that. And it's a thrift shop painting I redid. And then there's a cami. And then there's, yes, I'm an artist and I make movies. And so there's some buffaloes. There's a Rorschach oil on canvas. We're just gonna do the. Let me see if I just show everything. Seahorse, of course, a horse. Another crazy textured one that people should trip out to.
Yeah, this is made for mushrooms. Give them a little triangle. Very rare Brookwoods thing right there. That's not mine. That's not mine. So don't see that. And this is one of the lounge rooms. This is a retrospective. I'd probably got about 90% of my artwork in here. 95. And when you see it all placed out like this, it's kind of trippy. So this is one of the rooms that people are tripping into. I want them to be able to get this pair and try to reach for it. Me fucking with people's brains. This one's I did it in Compton when I was teaching art to children. And so you're gonna see a lot of, I painted this on the boardwalk in Venice. A lot of older stuff here, a lot of new, older design. I did this in Groningen, Holland. And this one's a crazy piece, but people seem to like it. I think on mushrooms, people are really tripping the fuck out to that. So, that's the second room. This is the third room. Oldies but goodies. I did this one in Hawaii. This has actually got sand on it. Don't ever paint on sand. Not fun. It's like running with weights on. This one's from 2004. Now I can go back and do lots of different types of paintings. This one, anyway, that's perfect for a mushroom trip. So I got some wild, obscure, that's gonna be kind of fun on mushrooms. And then I get the little tiny ones, the little tiny little boogers right there. So if people are tripping, this is all people are tripping through out here. And that's an older one, that's from like 2004, I think. I can paint, guys. I can still paint. I just go through, I mean, I wish I had some ones here that were sold. This one's ancient. This one's from 2001. Never quite, you know, this one's from 2024. So I've got a whole bunch. Look at this cute little, this little shell thing. Isn't that neat? Isn't that cute? So this is the exit room. I'm kind of going backwards here, and now this is what I've been up to all week. I haven't been paid a dime to do this, and I'm glad that my artwork is up here and showcasing this in 2000. And so the legs made it to the wall. And these are my older ones. I can still do this line work stuff. I'm still gonna go back in and do that. But anyways, I got some paintings up here that people haven't seen in a long time. Got the old and the new. You thought it was over? No! I have this. Yes. So if you need art, please, please, look at, they just set that up because I want people to walk out with stuff. And can you believe I have this much space? This is everything I have, basically. This is a Stephen Pitkin. This is my private collection. I'm not going to sell that, but I thought people would like that for tripping on. I could, maybe with his blessing, I'll sell reproductions and give it the money. And this is from when I used to run. You could still run it, it's from 2004. That's a Monroe piece I paint on top of. Monroe, gosh, what's his name? So there's this wall that's gonna be fixed. This hasn't been fixed yet. There's a Gary Palmer and about 30 other people at the Integratron. I thought better. What a better place to put that. And we can, that's not for sale. Gary Palmer, don't worry, that's not for sale. I had to steal that back from Blue Girl at the Integratron. There's a whole story to that in the movie. So this one glows too. I had a little thing to see if people trip out of that, see if it works. That does work. Pretty cool, right? And enough of those. So if I don't sell anything, I am going to be going, what is going on? They can't have mirrors here because people are going to be tripping. A lot of people are tripping for the first time. So that'll be what they're looking at instead of a mirror. And, you know, these Rorschachs on mushrooms. Anyways, got the other one to And it's just a hodgepodge. I didn't do this. This is my bathroom. I love it so much. I thought people would enjoy tripping on it. So that's not for sale. That is a wild piece. So you're gonna see there's a lot of wild pieces here, man. And that is basically all the artwork I have. And this is the sort of my opus for this. That should sell. People on mushrooms are gonna dig that, right? Reaction, didn't see it. 418 views. Extended trailer, 373 for Megalopolis. Family Guy reacts to Terrence Howard. God, I'm gonna have to show that. Okay, 2,430 views. That was, God, see how weird this is? I'm going through a little trippy stuff in my brain because the years had so much shit. And Terrence Howard was big. Anyways, I'll just go ahead and show that.
So there's this pendulum that bounces off that other noble gas, and it makes its way all the way back over here, and it's about to have equanimity, and then it gets pulled back into the other direction. And that's the breathing in and breathing out, and the pendulum effect that we've all observed, and that back into the other direction. And that's the breathing in and breathing out, and the pendulum effect that we've all observed, and that difference in the universe. And that's part of it.
I saw it on my
behaves
phone.
that way. Every
My
one of our
plane has
cells.
Wi-Fi.
It comes down to our cells are made up of water, mostly water, 80%, 90% water somewhere. Water is hydrogen.
Nosferatu trailer reaction, 252, which is now apparently got the buzz of hell. People loving this movie. Early word, it hasn't come out yet, so we haven't seen it. But looks like it's gonna be good. I'm gonna see that movie, probably on mushroom, maybe a little bit. Then I did a. My brother took my grandma out for lunch for her 102nd birthday. It's 103 views. It's 15 minutes long. Please check it out. Maybe I'll show a clip of it. I'm not sure. Depends on how crazy I get with the editing on this thing. Then I actually had the pleasure, and I'm glad she made time. I know she's super busy. Alicia Robbins, who's a DP on Bridgerton, who shot a film for me called Salome. Back in the day, she was amazing. I overpaid her because I had a little bit. She just was phenomenal, and she continues to be a phenomenal DP.
Friends with friends, friends with friends, friends with friends, it's never going to end. Friends with friends, friends with friends, friends with friends, let's do it.
The feeling of being insufficiently appreciated is a common childhood lament.
Come to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.
Friends with friends, friends with friends, friends with friends, it's never going to end. Friends with friends, friends with friends.
Alex, how do you feel? I feel fine, Dr. Norton.
Hello.
Well, hello, old friend. Oh my
gosh.
Uh-oh. So we're just gonna start right off the bat, okay?
So good to see you.
Great to see you. I was like, so this is my 133 episode of my Brets with Friends podcast. I started during the COVID, and each number represents something really interesting to me. I knew 133 was going to be special. They're all special, but I was like, 133. Who is that? Who is that? And lo and behold, it is wonderful, talented, beautiful, amazing, smart Alicia Robbins. But, I mean, and I was like, even driving around earlier, I was like, man, it's gonna be so good to see you.
Yeah, I know, because it's been years. It's been many, many years.
Yeah, and
I can't even remember when it was that I saw you. I think you were living in Venice, and I popped down there. I don't know. It's been maybe 20 years.
Well, I think we did Salome in 2004.
That's right. Okay, so that was 2004.
2003.
I've definitely seen you since then.
No, I don't think so. I think I've just seen you in the movies and watching your career just keep on going, and you keep on knocking it out of the park.
That's crazy. I can't believe it's been that long.
Well, let's not make it a long time for us to see each other again. This is
agreed.
Perfect. And at the end of the video of the show, I want to just go ahead and put on Salome, the film that you shot for me.
Oh my gosh.
And that was
what does it hold up?
I think so. I mean, it's Salome and John the Baptist. I mean, it's not pop culture. But
Yeah.
and I remember the set. I was able to pay people, and it was such a great, like, you're such a professional, and you really just uplifted the whole thing and made
What was
everybody had to put
that?
their
Was
best
at
foot
like
forward.
a weren't we were at like a temple or something, right? Didn't we shoot at a
we, we were at the Hare Krishna Center on Rose and
Yes,
Main Street.
that's what it was. Yep.
And
I remember.
the Krishnas kept on starting to make too much noise at the bottom while we are trying to squeeze out that last. We needed another hour, and I like, fuck it, I'll just go give them what here. How much you cost? How much another hour cost? Here,
It probably
take it.
wasn't
Shut the fuck
much.
up. We were so close. We were like right, and I want to use that last shot. I know we did an edit of it that is beautiful. I love it. I'm very proud of everything that is. But the shot of the reflection of her face in the blood. I never got a chance to use it. We just
Oh.
and that was a nice little because
I mean, you remember it better than I do.
Oh yeah, I may be a stoner and stuff like that, but I have an iron trap memory. So let's get to you, Alicia Robbins. I am notorious for not doing my research, which you gave me research to do, but I didn't do it.
I did. I gave you research.
Oh, you said check your IMDb or something like that.
Oh well, whatever.
Okay, well, this is a clip notes. You can feel. I like to go through a past, present, and future,
Mm.
and because I'd really like to just jump in and say how's it going right now, but let's work up to that because I already know
Okay.
right now you're blowing it out of the park. And so, how did you get into film? Were you always were you an LA native? And if I ask you questions that allude you to or lead you to a better question, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been doing a lot of interviews lately, so I don't want to. I want this to be fun for you. I want you to
No,
explore.
I know because I mean it's fine because like a lot of those stories I know are out there, but not everyone is watching all the different podcasts. So I totally don't mind repeating stories. It's not a big deal. I'm
Okay.
used to it at this point because that is always part of a lot of people's questions. It's like, yeah, how did you get into the industry? Like what inspired you to get into it? And I kind of had like a sort of a weird path towards cinematography. I wasn't one of those kids that was like, "Oh my gosh, I want to put a camera in my hands and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life." I didn't even know that that was really a thing. Like I loved movies as a kid and I would react to certain things of the way that they were shot. I just didn't understand that I was necessarily reacting to cinematography. Um but I ended up going to Vanderbilt University for communications because I thought that I wanted to be a news anchor. Yeah, I
I can
know.
see that in an alternate reality.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of because I grew up in a theatrical family, music family, and so we're performers. We're used to being on stage and in front of people, in front of camera, all of that. So I grew up in that environment. So I didn't necessarily want to be a musician or an actor, but I thought maybe news anchoring could be an interesting way of still being in front of the camera, but more like political. I thought Barack
That's so
Obama.
interesting because that would never have ever rang in my brain
I
that you
know.
would even be
Yeah.
interested in something like that. How old were
Yeah.
you when you were thinking these thoughts?
Oh, I mean, from a little kid, because I liked speaking in public. So fun fact, I was the poetry reading festival champion for like 8 years straight growing up.
That's just specific.
It's very specific, I know. And it wasn't writing my own poetry. It's you take famous poems and you're reading them, and it is a poetry reading festival. So it's how you're reading them. And I was the champion for like 8 years straight from like age 10 on.
So you ruled the poetry reading
I
scene.
ruled the poetry reading festivals. And so from that, I was like, oh, I really love public speaking. And so I started entering speech writing contests. So I was doing, and you would win prize money. So I was like winning prize money doing these speech contests and
You got a
stuff.
little
So
taste. You got a little taste of it.
yeah, I was like, oh, this is cool. I can actually make money doing, being a public speaker. And so when I went to Vanderbilt for communications, I thought that's really what I wanted to do. And it wasn't until truly started to dive into political science that I realized that I did not like political science
Yeah.
at all.
So
And I
do you want
didn't
to spend
like
the rest
dealing
of
with
my life with this shit?
Oh my gosh, yeah, so I was like, "Oh, I don't like politics, I don't like political." It's like, you kinda have to be into that stuff, you have to be into wanting to tell those stories if you're gonna be a news anchor, and so I started to pivot a little bit in thinking that that's what I wanted to do, and it was actually when I came out here to Los Angeles. So I grew up in Alabama, went to Vanderbilt in Nashville, Tennessee, but my sister and her husband were living in Los Angeles at the time I was an undergrad, and they're like, "Well, come out for a summer and you can get a job somewhere and just hang out and you can live with us and blah blah blah." And so I was like, "Okay, cool." And so I actually ended up getting a job as a Universal Studios tour guide on the tram tour
Perfect. How
for the
old were
whole
you? How old were you when this took
I was
place?
18.
It's a puzzle, two puzzle pieces come together.
I know, I was 18 years old, and I was like, "Okay, I'm public speaking," which is what I'd been practicing, and I was good at that, but it was about movie making and getting to see behind the scenes, and I was like, "Ooh, this is actually really interesting." This whole behind the scenes notion of how films are made. So after that, when I went back to Vanderbilt, I was like, "Okay, what can I do to start learning about this craft of filmmaking?" And Vanderbilt didn't really have a film program at all. They had a few classes, and I took those classes, fell in love with the classes, and I just started to build my resume and my portfolio of things that I was shooting in undergrad, and then just trying to take gigs over the summer that pertain to working in the film industry.
What was the first equipment that you started working out on?
So, you for me shooting or first project that I worked on?
Either or both.
Oh, well, what was really the catalyst to understanding that cinematography was something I was interested in was the summer after my sophomore year, a movie came through town in Birmingham, Alabama.
Production came in.
A production came into town, Birmingham, and that is so rare. Like, no one shoots in Birmingham, which
Mhm.
is unfortunate because it's actually a really great city to film in.
Mhm.
And I told my sister, I was like, "There's a movie that's coming through town. I want to work on it, but how do I even ask that question?" She's like, "Well, call the production office if you can get that number. Tell them you want to be a production assistant." Because she knew that that was like the beginning way into any project. Like you be a production assistant. So
And is currently working on Bridgerton. Please seek that video out if you like Bridgerton and want to meet one of the people behind it. And she's just, she's an animal. She's great. Then I did Matthew McConaughey reacts. Jesus Christ. Reacts to Trump. What does it say? Trump debate with Biden. I have 6,000 fucking and 2 views on that. That's crazy. I'm going to put that up. All right?
Take care of themselves, and they're living, and that's why I had the highest approval rating in the history of the VA. Be a debate. So he's the worst president. He just said about me because I said it.
You swore an oath to, quote, preserve, protect, and defend, unquote, the Constitution. What do you say to voters who believe that you violated that oath through your actions and inaction on January 6th and were...
This whole subject is so off. Peacefully patriotic. One other thing. The Unselect Committee, which is basically two horrible Republicans. He walks away with $60 billion. He's the greatest salesman ever. And I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking anything. I'm only for him.
President Biden?
I've never heard so much malarkey in my whole life. Look, the fact of the matter is that we're in a situation where, let's take the last point first. Iran attacked American troops, caused brain damage for, you said it, period. That's number one. And number two, the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. And they now are in their family. The only sacred obligation we have as a country is to care for our veterans when they come home.
Dude, I forgot. I didn't know I had 6,002 views. That might be the most viewed thing I've ever had. Captain America, Brave New World, trailer reaction, 300 views almost. Alright, we're going back to... Alright, we're in July. What are we doing? Oh yeah, yay! All right. So, on July 12th, I made I made a little movie called 2 Minutes at a Beach. I am going to show that here, I think. 59 views. It was like over 100 degrees here in Salem and the surrounding areas for about 10 days, 7 days, 7 days in a row, I would say. And so I luckily made enough money to be able to go to flee. So what I did is I went to the beach for 2 days in a row in Lincoln City or in the area, and it was beautiful. I got the same spot twice, which is it's like an anomaly. You don't do that right facing the beach. I waited. Anyways, it was incredible. So then I went to the waterfalls, and after that for the next 2 days, and kind of just it was gnarly. Yeah. So, but like I was productive. Joker trailer, love deal reaction. Must have been the thing. 72 views. Brett's with friends. Beverly Redblend. Oh. See, this is. I might show a clip of this because Beverly Redblend is a breath worker, and she came on the show. She was recommended through my friend Sarah Durgert, who's bought some artwork for me a long time ago, and a really cool chick. And she said Beverly's really great, and so we did a podcast. And she didn't want to do one unless I had a session, so I went and had a session, which she gave me. And I'll put a little bit of that up here. She's great. It was a really nice, fully relaxing situation. I recommend Beverly her work very much. I just got a lot out of it. Maybe it was the thing I needed at the time.
Friends with friends, friends with friends, friends with friends, it's never going to end. He talks to people about stuff. He's the podcast man.
Oh, it's been one of those clunky days.
I was like, hold on, I can't get everything to work here.
Yeah, it's been a clunky day. Clunky week, actually. Let's see if the lighting get better. The lighting changed from when I was out here earlier.
Oh.
Wait, yeah, that's not too bad, right? You can see I'm not too much in the dark.
No, you look good. Yeah.
Well, you're great too. Let's see. Can we twist the camera so it's like this, so it'll be a bigger frame? If it'll switch over.
Let me see. I know it will, but
Will it?
is that good? Like
No,
that?
no, you're sideways.
Oh.
I guess
there
we'll
we
do
go. I don't know how to other than
Okie dokie. It's just one of those days. Okay. I'm gonna get in a better mood. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a little bit of a sourpuss right now, but we'll work it out.
Are you? How come?
What's that?
I said, how come?
Oh God. Oh God. Well, welcome to the show, Beverly Ramblin'. Did I get that correct?
Yeah.
This is my Breaths with Friends episode. Yep. Ramblin'. Where's that from? Like, what nationality is that? I've never heard of a ramblin'.
I mean, yeah.
Turkish?
Rablin. It's R-A-B, Rab. Yeah, now we're from like England, Wales, all that kind of. I mean, I don't honestly. I've never really done my heritage, but
I want to do one.
I think it was. I think I remember Cornwall or something like that.
Ooh. Well, that's okay, Ramblin'. Okay, this is my episode 134. I feel like I'm in the dark though. But Breaths with Friends on this summer fucking one. I think it's supposed to be 86 right now. It feels like 95. And you're inside on AC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just begin. We did you're a breath worker. Is that the correct nomenclature for that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anything real like a breathwork practitioner, but yeah, breath worker works great too.
Okay, so I usually like to do these as a past, present, and future. And I had a session with you, so when we're gonna get into that. But what we talk about, where you came from in a general sense, and like what got you into this line of health work.
Yeah. So I've been a massage therapist for the last 20 years. And so I've been working with people and their bodies and energy work. I'm a Reiki master. I mean, I'm doing all sorts of holistic pelvic care practitioner. I've done all sorts of stuff with the body, trying to help people heal and move through things. And for myself too. I mean, I've done so much to help heal my body. And I was introduced to breath work about a year and a half ago or so. And it was just as soon as I got that session and I came out of it, I was like, holy shit. Well, what I said was, what the fuck? That's why I named my stuff WTF breath work, because I came out and I said, what the fuck was that? Like, what just happened? And which is funny because someone had told me about breath work probably like 7 years ago. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to pay somebody to tell me how to breathe. Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of funny. And then it came back around, and the same woman, Kimberly Rose-Flack, who taught me how to do it, that same person came back into my life again. And I was like, okay, this is something I need to listen to and see what's going on here. And so that's when I got my first session. And I just knew right then that this was something I wanted to get into because it was so profound for myself and so healing. Just even that one session that I knew I wanted to do it as soon as I came out of it.
And are there a variety of different techniques to do this, or is it a pretty standard to follow?
Like done Wim Hof, or I mean, there's all sorts of different kinds of breath work. I mean, there's tons of different kinds of breath work. I mean, breath work's been around since we first started breathing air. And so, I mean, there's so many different styles. I think everybody kind of morphs into their own way they do it. But there are practices. Yeah. Like, I mean, Wim Hof's like way more intense in my opinion. He's like, but I love Wim Hof. So that's actually what I started with was Wim Hof, because he's a phenomenal human being and I love his stuff. But I found being with someone and having somebody guide me just helped me go deeper than sitting there and doing it by myself, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like being supported in an environment, I was able to drop in deeper into my body and see what was going on and what was coming up than being by myself. And that's what I find with having a breathwork practitioner is so helpful, because you can do everything by yourself and it's really beneficial, but there is something to having somebody there holding space for you, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like you need a workout partner.
You need a workout partner.
You need
Yeah.
a workout partner.
Honestly, how often do we all sit or like, okay, I'm going to take an hour and sit here and consciously breathe?
Yeah, is that how long? No, we did an hour.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I know.
Do you find, like, because I've had a lot of out of body experiences since I was a child and stuff like that, and do you? I mean, this is sort of like a little tiny little glimmer of a past life regression sort of thing. It's a little bit of that visualization. Do you find that people who are, I don't know, dreamers that remember their dreams, or any sort of empathetic people, or do you see any people that are able to get into that zone quicker than some people that are not able to? Do you find a pattern in things?
No, honestly, because I mean, you'll have somebody come in who I'll be like, ooh, this is going to be a tough nut right here to crack. Someone that seems very reserved, very like, that you could just sense that they're like
blocked.
Oh, what is this? Okay, my wife made me come, or someone made me come, and then they'll come get on the table. They like fall apart. They have these huge cathartic releases and these amazing experiences. And then I'll have somebody come in that's like, oh yeah, I just did an ayahuasca ceremony and like I'm this and this and this. And then they'll get on and they'll just be like, yeah, that's okay. So it's anybody, it can be so different. Everybody's session's so different. There is a pattern slightly to like, what kind of happens in the body, but the person's experiences are so drastically different that, and I can never tell, honestly. I can never be like, oh yeah, this is going to be a big one today. It's just, I don't know. I wait until, that's what I tell people too. Like, I can give you what happens to people. Like, you can have tremors go through your body. You can feel like you want to throw up. You can laugh hysterically. You can cry like you've never cried before, but we won't know what's going to happen until you get on the table.
Yeah. I felt like an open book. Like I felt like really ready to do that. And just the timing, and we were for the audience, we were gonna I tried to get her, Beverly, to do this over the phone, but or through Zoom, but she insisted on me coming to her place and getting a session, which makes all the difference in the world to this interview or this chit chat.
That was in July. My next podcast with Brett's with Friends would be with Tim Turner, who I met when I was over in Joseph, Oregon, at the ranch, and Joseph, Oregon at the Bueller place would basically, it was amazing. It was perfect to get out of, the timeline of the heat and the living here. Anyways, so I went to Joseph, Oregon, and I ended up meeting this guy, Tim Turner, at the farmer's market, and I love Joseph, Oregon. If you're around there ever, check it out. I'm going to go back there and continue shooting Stabbin' Cabin this next summer. So Stabbin' Cabin will continue. We haven't gotten to that yet on this roster, this timeline. So Tim Turner is great. I shot this thing at the, I don't know, I'll show a clip of it. But we shot this at a restaurant across the lake from where I was staying. He's a nomad guy. He's looking at a few different places to buy a house at. So that's why he was in Joseph. Retired, really fun guy, really great. Like to smoke cigars. We smoked cigars. He actually came to the ranch and spent the night the first night. I invited him, and we had an extra room, so that was really great. Great guy. Don't know where he's at right now. So Tim Turner, we'll show a clip of that.
Friends with friends, friends with friends, friends with friends, it's never going to end. Friends with friends, friends with friends, friends with friends, let's do it again. Brett, he talks to
Okay, so this is the new Brett's with Friends podcast with Tim. What's your last name, Tim?
Turner.
Tim Turner?
Look up Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy Turner. I'm the cartoon.
So this is a quick, we're sitting in front of a wedding,
We're at the Walla Walla Lodge here in Joseph, Oregon. I ordered some fish and chips, some salmon fish and chips. Tim, I met at the farmers market, at the farmers market here in Joseph.
Just a week ago.
Had him stay at the ranch for a day, and he's been gallivanting around Portland. He sold his house in Portland, and he's
looking to relocate.
Now he's gallivanting across the country.
Spent 3 days in Canyonland, Hell's Canyon, Snake River, Gorge. You know the place, or do you?
Not really. I don't know this area at all. But tell the folks like what you're doing with your life right now. What I like to do, past, present, and future, where I do like where you came, like how you grew up in a nutshell, where you lived, and then what you're doing now.
In a nutshell?
In a nutshell,
Okay,
the cliff notes. We're going to do a quick one.
I'll cut right to the chase. First of all, there's no such thing as past and present. The only thing that really exists is now.
That's good.
I grew up, I'm from Denver, Colorado. Half grew up there, spent a few years in Albuquerque growing up. Family moved, high school years, moved to a small town in western Wisconsin. I spent a couple years in Madison after, and then 20 years on the West Coast, San Francisco, Portland, and Seattle, and then 5 years in Maui. Back to Denver for 20-some years, and now 4.5 years ago, I moved back to Oregon and sold my house. Decided I don't want to live in Portland anymore, and I'd been here 12 years ago in Wallowa County for a wedding, and came back here. I'm traveling the state, figuring out where I want to go. Been down Willamette Valley, Tualatin Valley, down most of the coast. I got to check out the rest. Still got to check Center State, but this is what's talking to me. This county and everything, and through Brett, I met a wonderful group of people that, well, you could talk about that.
Oh, yeah, the village.
The village.
I'm staying at a village, like sort of artsy sort of a situation. But, yeah, I met through Larissa, and I've been up here for about probably, today is Friday? Saturday. So I've been up here.
Week and a half? 2 weeks?
Would be a little under 2 weeks. And maybe, I guess, 10 days.
Yeah.
So, it's a beautiful place.
Oh, it is. The lake is gorgeous.
It's
the mountains are beautiful.
Everything you're saying is true. So, wait, you spent some time. Where did the Snake River that you went down? Can you tell the people a little bit about that? And I'll put some of your images that you shot.
The Snake River Gorge is the deepest gorge in the country. It's wild wilderness. It's you go prepared. You bring food, water, everything you need.
Hey, don't do that with your thing, because don't do that.
Oh, don't do that?
Because I think you're not going to sound as loud.
Oh, I see.
I want you to sound as loud because we're picking up on...
Got to project like Brett does.
No. Well, yes, like that.
That's right.
If you're doing this,
your entertainment.
If you're doing this,
I'm relaxed as I'm thinking.
But I like the relaxedness, but it's not going to read.
Yeah. So let's do a little animation. Da 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 da. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Well, I just didn't want you to come off because the shot was like this.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And your voice was getting muffled.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, which
I
like. But
let's drone. This is.
It's free.
11th grade science class. Well, everybody open their textbook to right?
Could be sort of how it would be.
Is that what you're worried?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like it's wilderness country, and it's the old Nez Perce part of their territory, and it's just beautiful. It's undeveloped except for roads in and out, and they're rough roads, gravel roads. My little Subaru Baja was about the...
Look, I got food. Oh, thank you so much.
The tacos will be right out.
Great.
And do you have the vinegar and oil? You don't. He said he had all the oils and things.
Oh, malt vinegar?
The malt vinegar? You don't have any malt vinegar? It's fine if you don't, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be perfect just the way it is.
We had someone ask, and I asked my kitchen manager, I was like, hey, do we have this? And he goes, no, we don't. And I was like, huh.
Can I put you on video?
What's that?
Can I put you on video real quick for the podcast? What lodge is this? This
is the Wallowa Lake Lodge.
And how long have you been here for?
I've been here since beginning of July. The lodge has been around since 1923.
Shit, wow.
Yep.
And are you enjoying the wedding so far?
mean, I am. So
It's fun.
I work in the kitchen, so.
Do you crash it later?
Yeah, he's gonna crash it. Right.
That's awesome.
Do you want a potato?
No, thanks.
What was that?
That was our 22. That was our 22 is a master number. Did you know that?
That's funny. Is my Instagram and TikTok are BrettWoods22.
Oh, really?
And also my Gmail, BrettWoods22.
Why 22?
I don't know, just meant 2 T's.
Well, it's a master number. I don't know if you know numerology.
Is it?
Yeah. See, I'm into all that trippy shit.
Well,
Besides being an engineer, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh,
So,
you
yeah.
dropped the 22.
Yeah. This is the number 22. You know, let's do a little, those little kid shows, right?
Sesame Street.
Yeah.
So, where were you? Going through Snake River and you're traveling?
Well, I didn't make it there. I went up the Mahala River and then Highway 3 that went up on the east side of the canyons area and ended up in Washington and actually crossed into Idaho and then turned around and came back the same way. It was an all-day thing, but it was just awesome. Brett has some of my... I'll send you more of my pictures if you... Do you include those with these...
We'll edit them together,
Yeah, okay. Thank you much, man.
Do you gentlemen need anything else?
Let's see. Do you have pepper? And napkins, yes.
Yes.
And a fork, please.
Oh my God. So we get to eat and have a show at the same time. And a wedding. This wedding is amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, I always get nostalgic at weddings and stuff like that. Like,
So
it makes me
playing, or do you stop and then go back, or you just keep playing it, or what do you do?
This is the show.
Oh, this is the show.
Yeah, this is still the show.
Okay.
So we're gonna still do the show.
Okay. Gotcha.
The show is still happening. Breath with Friends. Episode 135. Oh my God, might be 135.
There you go.
Thank you much.
Thank you so much. Can I get a napkin too?
Yes.
Why you not get me a napkin?
Didn't
I did. I'm the one who told him to get napkins. Guy's high as a fucking kite. Jesus Christ.
Well, you know.
No wonder he works in the kitchen. There's something. It's just nice to have something that's not like.
Here's a hack. I like pepper. Here's a hack. You take this off because I like the bigger granules.
What are you doing? You spread that pepper just went way over here.
Well, here, have a good sneeze on me. But you see, I like to get the bigger granules since this is already pre-ground. That's the way to do it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And then I did my first teaser trailer for The Stabbing Cabin. And that's a film that basically, I was at this ranch, the Bueller place, and it was just so inspirational. I was painting and I was shooting in so many different characters and people. Where's my lighter at? Where it happened? What happened? What happened? I'll find it here in a second. We're going to do this. We'll get through this, guys. Oh no, there it is. So we ended up, I ended up kind of throwing together some ideas, and we were shooting them around there, and then I had some other footage with Claude that I'd shot with, and over in the Tahoe area 2 years prior during COVID, so it kind of worked itself into the final 16-minute version of that. But I worked in the tone of the thing, and then it was just kind of, the movie was making itself, which was really fun. So then I did the Welcome to Stab Cabin, the second trailer. It's actually, do you know what happened is I did this.
You can follow all the trends. You can try to make amends. It's a means to an end. But just watch Brett's friends, Brett's friend. Brett's friend. You can try to make love, Cha cha cha.